Hi everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to make a multi-seed cracker. Please sign up for my YouTube channel and put a like if you enjoy these. So let's start with our chia seeds. Whatever measure you use, you're going to multiply it by 4 with water. I'm just using this measure because it's what's here and it's handy. But you're going to do, so in this case, you do 1 measure of this of chia seeds, and then you're going to add 4 measures of water. I like mine a little bit thicker because it takes longer. If they're wetter, it takes a little bit longer for them to dry. And remember, we're still going to be adding other seeds to it, so it's going to increase the thickness just a little bit. So we're going to do 1 measure of chia seeds and then 4 measures of water. You're going to mix them, and usually you want to let them sit for about 2 hours for them to absorb the moisture, for the chia seeds to soak up all the liquid. However, since I'm kind of anxious and I like getting things done, I prefer to add the water to the chia seeds, leave them overnight. So I have some over here that I've left overnight, and now you can see the consistency of it. So they're a little bit thick, but not too thick that you can't spread them. And now you're going to be adding your other ingredients to it. I like adding a little bit of salt, so about a half a teaspoon of salt, and then we're going to also add some other seeds. Now, you could add sunflower seeds, you can add pumpkin seeds. I like adding my sunflower seeds because they're small, and then you can also add your chia seeds. I like also adding some hemp seeds, and what I usually will do is I'll add some of the seeds just as they are seeds, and then I also like adding some that are ground because it changes the consistency and it makes it a little bit easier, a little more crunchy and a little bit easier to mix. I just added some sesame seeds, so you do about 3 tablespoons of sesame seeds. You give them a nice crunch and a nice flavor. And next we're going to do our sunflower seeds. You can do roasted or raw sunflower seeds. It's really up to you because remember, these are going to be dried, so it doesn't really matter whether you're doing the already roasted or the raw ones. And now we're going to do the hemp seeds, and I'm going to grind them. And we're going to do 2 large sort of heaping tablespoons of your hemp seeds. We're going to grind them, and then we're going to add them to the mixture. So now that those are ground, we're just going to add them directly into our mixture. So mix that well, and then you'll see that the consistency is just a little bit thicker than what it was, but easy enough still to spread. No worries there. So now you're going to spread them. And you can use different types of sheets. Sometimes I'll just use some parchment paper over your regular sheets. Here I'm using one of these silicone sheets. They are easy in the sense that it doesn't stick, and so they become really nice and thin and airy, and they don't stick to the sheet. But again, you can also line any baking sheet that you have with parchment paper, and it works just as well. Now, the nice thing, as I said earlier about these crackers, is you can eat them with anything. You can eat them with guacamole. You can eat them with hummus. They can accompany just any other meal. I eat them in salads. I sometimes just crack them or scrunch them up and throw them on top of my salad. They're really crunchy, delicious, and of course, very healthy, as I mentioned. And then you spread them. I like just using my finger to spread them, and I put them pretty thin because I like mine really crunchy and thin, and it takes also less time in the oven or the dehydrator, whichever you prefer, but I always use the oven to get them ready. Now you're just going to put them in the oven at about 325 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's going to take about 2 hours total for them to be ready. You should check them in an hour because I usually like to flip them over, and then you leave them on another hour, and then they're done and ready to eat. As you can see, they're light and airy and thin and very, very crunchy. And they are delicious. As I said, you can use them with a guacamole dip, with a hummus, completely gluten-free. I hope you've enjoyed them. Thank you so much for your attention. And please, again, don't forget to sign up for my YouTube channel. And if you enjoy this, please put a like.